Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And today's starter, Freddie Peralta.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. And away we go here in Milwaukee. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
It's a good take.
Kicks and fires. That one way inside. Wouldn't chase that time. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Chourio makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And another ball.
2-0.
And that one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And the right-hander's 3-1. That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And a foul ball left side.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Massey, the lead runner, out at second. Pasquantino at first. One gone. Fouled off. He was late. That one misses. And the count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 on, 1 out.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Payoff pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with one away. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. All loaded up, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. Fought off foul. 1 out, bases full. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Yelich on the move, racing back. And he brings it into the warning track. Runner tags from third, and they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So first and second with 2 outs. Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Tommy Pham. Up and in. And that's ball 1. Bases loaded. 2 down. Here's a 1-1. And that's outside. And that one fouled off. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. 2 outs. Bases are full. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here's the third baseman. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
0-1. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee and getting to start, Seth Lugo.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes this stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Short hop liner, handled it short. Witt over to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
William Contreras in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One out, bases empty. That one is absolutely belted. And off the base of the wall. Contreras into second, and he's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man at second with one away. Now here is Christian Yelich. Gets under it and pops it up. Settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. Willie Adames stands in. And the first offering is not close. And that one off the outside edge.
He hasn't wanted the challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Man at second. Out there to center. Isbell moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Brewers strand one. They trail it here 2-0. Second inning set to go. And now it's Kyle Isbell. The pitch. Isbell hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2018. The 1-0. On the ground right side. Throws to first. One out in the second. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. He walked and came around to score his first time up. This one in the air right field. And there are 2 outs. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bobby Witt Jr. flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a pop-up on the move towards the line. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the rookie right fielder, Jackson Chourio. The pitch. Misses off the plate. 1-0. And And fires in a fastball at 95. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next offering is down low. Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Gets it to first, and quickly one away in the second. Now here's Jake Bauers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Lugo. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
One down, base is empty. In the air, out to center. Isbell makes the grab on the run. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Rhys Hoskins stands in here, takes ball one low. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. And it skips into there. Wouldn't chase that time. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And here is Garrett Mitchell. Foul ball there. Right through there for a strike. The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. The Brewers trailing by 2. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. And a curve misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Up the middle, Massey.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And now Joseph Ortiz. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside. Falling behind 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Hoskins at second. Mitchell on at first with 2 down. That one missed. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Royals 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field, top half of the 3rd inning, stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. And the pitch. And that's too high. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Perez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. Swinging a foul straight back. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses. On the ground. Nice stop. Flips it from the ground. That's 1. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Perfectly timed dive right there to knock the ball down. He gets up and flips it to the second baseman to start that 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. To the right side, Terang. Tosses to first. And that is the third out of the inning. And we're back. This is Bryce Terang. Lugo back to work. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fouled off to the right. This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the catch, and there's one down. And now it's William Contreras. Doubled in his first AB. That hits the dirt, and that is ball one.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Right through there for a strike. The Brewers down by a pair here in the last half of the third. The 1-2. Goes down looking. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Christian Yelich. First time up was a pop out.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
And that is that. Brewers go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in Milwaukee, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Yuli Gurriel. And the right-hander back to work. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
And the right-hander deals.
Nope.
Just missed. And 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Now the third baseman. Wouldn't chase that time. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. Left field. Yelich makes the catch. That's out number 2.
good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Grounded out his first time. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Out to short, Adames. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Royals leave one. They're up 2-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now, Willie Adames. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And it skips in the dirt.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Hit in the air, center field. Isbell hauls it in, and there's one away. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Just missed. The Royals leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first with 1 gone. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. And it goes just foul. That one pulled foul. Oh, 0-2 now. And a curve is down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2. The pitch. That one missing inside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Righty delivers. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. pitch. Here goes the runner, and he walked him.
Ball four.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So first and second with one gone, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Two on, one out.
Ball. Down.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Could be extra bases. One runs in, barrels. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and the Brewers even it up. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And that one fouled off. Hoskins, the runner at second with one away. And misses inside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. High fly ball out to center field. As this one sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Fall off foul. Ball to strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that will end the inning. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. 2-2 game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Peralta back to work. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 1 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
You know, Boo, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
And the righty deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-2. That's down and in.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Trying to keep this a 2-2 game, and we're at the top of the fifth. Move to first. And he deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Mitchell ranging back. Didn't quite have enough.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. Perez, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. And that one upstairs. The 1-2 stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So one left for Kansas City. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. And a pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Brewers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That one fouled off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. Lugo picks over, and he's back in there. Fouled off. He was late. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe in second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now it's Christian Yelich. He's trying for third. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Melendez running hard to get it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away. Willie Adames up now for the Brewers.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-1 now. And fouled off. Turang on at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, that's inside.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is downstairs. Jackson Chourio up next. To the right center. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. 3-2. Fires the second too late. And he's got a double.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Jackson Chourio digs in now. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. Kicks and fires. And strike 2. Bullpen action for the Royals. Michael Lorenzen appears to be getting loose. Lynch, a left-hander, also throwing. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 outs. Got him swinging. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez. And that one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Yuli Gurriel. Popped up first base side. Settles under it. Brings it in. And that quickly 2 away. And now the right fielder, Tommy Pham.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The Royals down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now the count is even. And another ball. A 2-1. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's the third baseman. Peralta throws to first. Pham back to first safely. And there's the strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. And that one is inside ball 1. And now 2-1. And a foul ball. And here it comes. He goes down looking. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Royals 2. Back here in Milwaukee, and now it's going to be Jake Bauers. The line to kick the pitch. And a strike.
Ball set to throw pitch number 100. He needs a quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
That's a little bit low.
1-1.
Good eye right there. That one misses. And now 3-1. This one in the air. Under it. Makes the catch for the out. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. And 1-1. The punch out there. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Garrett Mitchell. Curveball drops in there. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Seth Lugo will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Michael Lorenzen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Man at second here with 2 away. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. Milwaukee leaves 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Ashby. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Well, 1-run game. Kyle Isbell getting ready to hit as the lefty gets to work. Ground ball to the right side. Fires to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Foul ball there. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Trevor McGill preparing to come on if needed. Uribe warming up as well. That one ran inside, almost got him. Wouldn't chase that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 3. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a pitch. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Vinny Pasquantino to bat next. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And there's ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off-speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Obi Milner.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First and second, 1 out. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Ortiz. Quick feed to second for 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Bottom of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. And the pitch.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Hunter Harvey getting ready to go. Serpa, the power lefty, up as well. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
A swing and a soft liner. And it's caught for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Yelich at the dish. And that one is lifted in the air. Melendez sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Willie Adames now at the plate. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one ripped into right. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Jackson Chourio will hit next. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right side. Pham should have this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 3 and the Royals 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trevor McGill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. The wind of the pitch. Outside. And that is ball 1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Right-handed reliever.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Fought off foul. Left-hand batter waits. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next pitch is outside. 2-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's Gurriel. First pitch, and he just misses. McGill, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. The 1-0. Gurriel gets a piece. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's going to be Jake Bauers. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
So here's the Brewers DH, Rhys Hoskins. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Ball 1,
and
no
it's
strike.
1-0. pitch. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Mitchell at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
That one misses, and now 2-0. The pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. That's outside. And now 3-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a 3-2. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-0. Lorenzen throws to first, and he's back in safely. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Righty to the plate, and that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. That one missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 outs. Fastball for a strike. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around third, and that rolls into the corner. 1 run is in. Now a relay to the plate. He is safe. And they're up by 3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Hunter Harvey.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Two balls, no strikes to count. upstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Gets the call, and the count is 3-1. Man at second. And that one clips the corner. On the ground, right side, Massey. On to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. Last chance coming up for the Royals. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The pitch. Pham leading things off and takes a strike. Kicks and deals. And ball one. And the righty deals. Check swing, and he held up.
2-1.
Splits the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Number 11 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1, no strike.
Next offering is downstairs. The Royals trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Right through there for a strike. At the belt and fires. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And another ball. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Last chance for the Royals. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Outside low. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That one at 95, missed up top. 2-0. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.